Kia ora, welcome to William Green Domain in Auckland's Eastern Suburbs. Today it's round 11 action with the home sides. Eastern Suburbs up against 5th place Canterbury United Pride from the Garden City. This game has been moved to William Green Domain after Madills Farm, Eastern Suburbs' normal home pitch, was declared unplayable. This is the final game in this round 11 of action. But you can see both sides out early, getting their handshakes done. And let's look at the two sides. Firstly, the visitors, Canterbury United Pride. It'll be Smith and Lake in the centre of the defence. Look out for Charlotte Roach and Dasha Kyogan, the numbers 6 and 20. Those two players who have done exceptionally well out of the Youth League and have been promoted into the National Women's League squad. Petra Buick scored a few goals from that left wing flank, and so keep an eye out for her and her fearsome left-footed strikes. Their coach is Alana Gunn. As for Eastern Suburbs, largely unchanged team as you'd expect for Stephen Hoyle, with a perfect 10 from 10 record going into this game. Not too much thought needs to be taken on the starting 11. Ella Finley, Olivia Page probably swap places. Other than that, it is a very, very settled side, very consistent side, and talking to Stephen Hoyle at the ground, that is one of the keys to their success this year. And they've already qualified for the final. They'll be looking to finish the season with a flourish. He doesn't want to take his foot off the pedal. Match officials, Riley Greenberry. His assistants will be Stephen Merriman and Ali Mohammed. Fourth official, Samuel Clement. All set here at William Green Domain on the turf. It has been off and on the weather. There's been some horrific thunderstorms in Auckland over the last couple of hours. So hopefully we can get through this game without too much wet weather. And it will be Pride to get us underway in their red and black traditional Canterbury colours, and Eastern Suburbs in their all white strip. Straight away, Frankie Moreau tries to get down the line and shepherded out by captain Rebecca Van Dort. Expect to see Suburbs just resort back to that their passing game. They try and build up the play, pass the ball up the field. It'll be interesting to see whether Alana Gunn's side look to press high up the field or prefer to sit back. Looks like they are inclined to somewhat press. Here comes Suburbs. This is Page. Back out to Van Dort. Amy Atkins, the ball inside, looking for Taylor O'Brien. One of their star players, Taylor O'Brien. Currently leading the goal scoring tally. And she will be influential today. Yeah, O'Brien, the number 8, scored in her last 5 outings. So in a very, very rich goal-scoring vein of form. But Canterbury having all the territory at the moment. Morrow, Van Dort. Morrow, could be a foul. Referee says no, shoulder to shoulder. And that'll be a goal kick for the home side. He's talking to Alana Gunn. She says it's been a difficult season for her team. Very much up and down, and when you look at their results in recent weeks, that is very much the case as well. Lost last weekend to Western Springs, number 2 place team in the competition, and the team most likely to, well, barring some sort of big upset in the next 3 weekends, sorry. It'll be a Springs versus Suburbs final, but Canterbury United lost that Springs 3-2. Prior to that, they'd beaten the bottom two teams, Central 3-2, Capital 2-1. They had a difficult game in the Southern Derby up against Southern United a few weekends ago, where they lost 2-1, and that probably spelled the end of their hopes of making it into the top two. Here goes Cole Metum. Metum, first real opportunity for Suburbs. Drifts the ball inside. Here's O'Brien. Metum again, and Metum, first chance, but the flag's up for offside. You can see the linesman on the right of your screen there with his flag raised. But that's the danger that Eastern Suburbs possess. Nicole Metum just came in off her left flank, off the right flank, sorry. Quick little interplay with Taylor O'Brien. And now Morrow. Morrow slips it inside. Great chance here. And the chance goes begging. Charlotte Roche. Could have been an immediate response at the other end. What a good move for the Pride. Morrow did exceptionally well. Drew the last defender and then puts that one on a plate for Roche. And the 17-year-old, unfortunately for her, just puts it on the wrong side of the post. Brooke Bennett had absolutely no chance there if that was goal bound. So bright opening from both sides.
If the centre midfielders drop down, see if you can find a 10.
You can hear Stephen Hoyle there with instructions to his side. Looks like one of our effects mics is very close to the Suburbs bench. So you'll be hearing the tactics all afternoon. Kendra Smith sees that one out over the sideline. So end-to-end action in the first 5 minutes. O'Brien just gets nudged. Devon Jackson there loses out, and away come the Pride. Morrow, she's been heavily involved. And Riley Greenbury says that's a foul. Quickly taken. Nice play through the middle of the park. Siski Ogan. O'Brien. Now the ball in behind, but that's asking a bit much of Jackson.
Ball's on the ground.
Foyle, the Pride wanting to play the ball out from the back, getting picked off here. This is Metum. Metum right across the face of the 18-yard box. That should be a Pride throw. Just had a nice chat with Alana Gunn before the game, just about the season and the state of football down in the southern region. Just some of the changes to the competitions that potentially may be being made over the next couple of seasons, just to bring the southern teams on a more level pegging. Just as the ball here not cleared, it's still being battled for. I think in the end that'll be a free kick to Suburbs. Ella Finley, like her hand just got stood on there. Yes, they're looking at a two-round southern competition. I think this edition of the National League really has exposed the gap between the Auckland-based sides, the Suburbs, Springs, Northern Rovers, and to a lesser extent Auckland United, with the southern teams, the federation-based teams. Seems to be more resource available in the Auckland region at the moment. Morrow again, she's in behind Van Dort again. Can she cut across her? No, good defending from Van Dort. Does well. But this is a bright opening from the visitors. Territorially, they've dominated proceedings. Just need a little bit of a cutting edge. Yes, just to finish off that, it's discussion around the southern-based leagues. Everything's moving into a more criteria-based model, which is something that the Auckland region's done over the last few years as well. Hopefully it doesn't push the cost of the game up as much as it has in Auckland. Lovely ball out wide. Amy Atkins, but the flag's up. Atkins just straying offside. Bit of frustration there from the left side wing back. She had a clear route on goal.
Looking long.
Van Dort crowded out a little bit, and Dasha Keegan gets across. Bellamy does really well, puts the ball into a dangerous area. Petra Buick is trying to get on the end of that, but just couldn't get the elevation. It was a lovely run from Chloe Bellamy down the right flank. Here she goes round behind Yoshida. It's Keegan across. Morrow. Well defender, needs support. Gets it from Jasmine Donald. And not a great ball from Donald.
If that wasn't easier.
10 minutes gone. Canterbury leading the shot count. A couple of shots to their name. Eastern Suburbs yet to register a shot. You can see at the top of the screen there, just the rain coming in now. It's been heavy showers sweeping across the Auckland City. It looks like we're not going to get through this game unscathed. Again, ball being played, game being played primarily the Eastern Suburbs, half of the field. Oh, showing a good turn of pace, but again, Rebecca Van Dort with all that experience. Kyogen, there's a gap on the far side, and she just lifts her shot too high. Another shot off target for the team in red. It was a good effort, just too high. You could see the big gap that Brooke Bennett had left her right-hand post.
Good take, good movement, take. Shift.
Flash of lightning there.
Shift through to Amy.
Hopefully that doesn't get too close to the ground. Here's Taylor O'Brien, the league's leading goal scorer. Faced with by Lara Wall. Lovely turn from O'Brien, trying to get onto that left foot. Scored a brace in her last outing. As I said, scored in her last 5 games Taylor O'Brien. So certainly the player most likely to put the ball in the back of the net of both these teams.
Rachel, they're pressing aggressive. You've got to shift it quickly to the other side. The opposite wing back is on. Time. Good. Next one. Yes. Good. Well done, you well. Good balance there, and well done. Good balance.
Rain absolutely teaming down. Spare a thought for the cameraman.
All right, Max. All right.
Donald sends it down. Probably the most active player on the field to date. Frankie Moreau.
Coach Pato!
Canterbury pressing high up the field, trying to win the ball to set something up. Moreau plays it forward. Yoshida in her own box. Van Dort miscues. Gogan back. Nice work from the Pride. Playing really well. Alana Gunn will be very happy with the opening 14 minutes. Now they just have to sustain that. That'll be a free kick in Pride's favour. Whitney Hepburn upended by O'Brien. I think a sign of how dominant that looks like. Burns needs some tape. It's over to the sideline. Got some rip in the sock. Three-person wall. Suburb will think to the penalty spot. Out as far as Page. Jackson working back hard. Just saying that sign of how dominant is. You can see how hard the rain is here. How dominant that the Pride have been. How deep Taylor O'Brien is dropping back to get involved in the game. Now she pushes forward, but previously all the way back in her own half. And we haven't seen that much in Suburbs games previously. Here she is though, the area where she does her best work. Lovely move from Devon Jackson. Wins the ball back again. Has Amy Atkins in support. She loses out. I think that should be a Suburbs throw. Yes, it is. Quickly taken. Another throw for Suburbs. Ball thrown in. Jackson. Sorry, that's Colmetum. Corner. And now, really for the first time in the game, other than that sporadic attack for the offside, I think Metum put the ball in the net. It's the first piece of sustained pressure that the Pride have had to deal with. Metum. Play just being stuck in this corner of the field. Well, if the rain keeps going like this, it'll be a good test of the drainage on the turf here. Here's Jackson. Jackson opens up a shooting opportunity, but then drills the ball wide. No danger for Una Foyle. But first shot. of the afternoon for Eastern Suburbs. Buick. Big switch of play looking for Moreau, but too close to Brooke Bennett that time.
Good, welcome. You're in the goal, you're in the goal.
Jackson twisting and turning. Good combination with Metum. Jackson. As Atkins wide, needs a good delivery this time. And that ball difficult to deal with. Lara Wall did a good job there. Concedes the corner, but could have been worse. Had Taylor O'Brien breathing down her neck as the ball came across. Quickly taken. Atkins to the near post. And headed out for another corner. Metum and Atkins. Metum. The centre of the goal. Well dealt with by the Pride defence. And that's not great. Yoshida gets around the back. Yoshida needs a little slip pass. And great defending that time. Saki Yoshida got around the back of the defence, but lovely intervention and a good clearance. And now Pride have an opportunity to come away with the ball.
Yeah. Amy, shoulder. Then we're building to it. It's a good start. It's all right. Good game. Very good, Ella.
Ball inside from Van Dort, but eventually the ball finds its way. Petra Buick drills it in. Here's a good opportunity, good chance, good shot, good goal. Canterbury United Pride open the scoring. Charlotte Roche, the second opportunity she's had this afternoon. She somewhat fluffed the first one, but this time no mistake. Turned and picked her spot beautifully past Brooke Bennett. And the Pride go 1-0 up. Well, you can't say that was not deserved.
All right, Dave, next one.
They've had the lion's share of possession and the vast majority of the territory.
Yeah, we're free. Good
it was a lovely ball from Petra Buick, the former Ellerslie player. Picked out Roche. Good turn from Roche. And it was the finish that was most pleasing in that move. Just really took her time, picked her spot, just tucked that one away past Bennett. And just reward for Alana Gunn. And positive approach that her side has taken into this game.
Keep working out, can we work it out, Tweed? Good. Shiva, stronger.
Donald. Roche again, another shot, just wide. It's really coming into the game in a goal-scoring sense. See Roche there, just took it on the chest, opened out, and looking to loop that ball over Bennett into the top corner. Thankfully the rain's subsided here, but more than likely we're going to have showers like that again through the afternoon. But Canterbury leading the shot count. Both shots on and off target. Very tight on this near sideline. Even Jackson there, just dropping that front position, vacating it for O'Brien. Gogan loses out and does really well to win it back. See the player that impressed in the National Youth League competition. Did so well that Alana Gunn is telling me that she had no hesitation in bringing her up and giving her some really good minutes in the National Women's League. Here's a good opportunity for Eastern Suburbs. It's Ella Finley overlapping. Finley looking for someone to lay the ball back to. Delivery comes in. Looking for O'Brien. O'Brien in the back of, I think it was Rebecca Lake, and the shot comes in. Una Foyle can't hold it. O'Brien. But the flag's up for offside against O'Brien. Didn't look like there was too much venom in the shot, but just causing difficulties. Here it comes. She saw it late, Una Foyle. Just parried that. At least she parried it wide of the goal. Page. Finley. Back to Bennett. Jackson. Jackson driving through a little gap in the middle of the park. Tries to slip it to Metum. Noticeable good work in defence that Dasha Kyogan there on the ball. Whitney Hepburn here on the ball now. And just blocking any passing lanes that Eastern Suburbs are trying to open up through the middle of the park. Roche lays it wide to Buick. And Buick wins the corner. Buick played pretty much all her junior football and youth football at Ellerslie up here in Auckland, and then headed south to get National League opportunities. Scored 3 goals in the National League so far this season. A couple against a 3-2 loss against Western Springs. A couple of cracking goals they were. As the rain comes down again. Your red shirts there. Someone making themselves difficult for Bennett. And O'Brien will just put a foot through the ball.
Next one, Liv. Hold if you can.
That time from Bellamy. Just looking at these two sides, and so given the scoreline, it's a run of 4, but Eastern Suburbs have scored 46 goals in their 10 games. So 4.6 a game. That is an extremely high ratio.
Good, Liv.
And some big wins. 9-1, 8-0 throughout the competition. Taylor O'Brien leading the charge in the Golden Boot. 16 to her name. Here we go as the ball gets drilled into the penalty area. Here is O'Brien on cue. Opens out to Atkins. Atkins, too tight.
Open up an empty aim, next one.
Rolls it out to the sideline, but 12 other players, or 12 players have scored for Eastern Suburbs this season, so they've certainly shared the goals around. A lot of goals to share though, 46. So, as I say, Taylor O'Brien leading the Golden Boot with 16. Out in front of Kelly Brown on 10. Own goals also on 10, somewhat surprisingly.
Good, you two, drive, get in there,
Devin Jackson on the ball here, sitting at 9.
On the side, look here. We switched the ball.
And scoring has been the Achilles heel of this Canterbury Pride team. They've only scored 18 goals, conceded 21. So 18 goals in their 10 games. Oh, nice move from Jackson. Just overran it slightly though. Just get the sense that Eastern Suburbs coming a little bit more into the game. They are dangerous. Hepburn there, good intervention. Here's Hepburn again. Buick. The ball will roll out on the far side. So I think that is Jackson. Will be a corner. So I think the lack of goals, probably one of the reasons why Charlotte Roche has been elevated from that youth league teams into the top side. As Alana Gunn searches for more goals, she certainly delivered today. Now the ball, that's a good delivery, near post. Danger still not cleared. Van Dort, and lifts that one over the back of the goal. So half an hour gone here at William Green Domain. Canterbury protecting their lead very, very well. Buick. It's 3v2 here. If they play this right, it could be more on. Oh, and the pass from Buick just clips the leg of the defender. Kyogen here. Slips it inside. Roche. Kyogen again. And for the second time this afternoon, her left foot strike goes over the top of the crossbar. But just for a moment, they had a 3v2 here as Petra Buick was flashing down that left wing. Rachel Head did a good job getting across and just getting a touch on it. And the final play of the move was that shot by Dasha Kyogen. Here's Head again. Needs a pass, finds it with Van Dort. Suburbs just trying to bring a little bit of control into the game. And that's a searching ball. Onside was Nicole Metum. Atkins charging down the line, and this is the part of the game that I think Stephen Hoyle will be most disappointed with. They have been getting into good opportunities to cross the ball, but the delivery has not been up to their usual standards. Ball slipped inside to Metum. The game's getting somewhat trapped in one part of the field. Now it's that far corner. The ball over the top to O'Brien. But Canterbury Pride come away with it, and Not sure what the pass there was intended for. You can see how tight Taylor O'Brien's getting marked, as you'd expect. Certainly not allowing the leader of the Golden Boot to get the ball down and pick her pass. As soon as she gets the ball, Rebecca Lake, Kendra Smith, really close on her, just making sure she can't have any influence in the game. Could be a free kick, yes. Riley Greenbury says Petra Buick just infringing at that moment. Ella Finlay looking for an option. Decides we're going all the way back to the keeper. Van Dort. Been with Suburbs since 2015, Rebecca Van Dort. Coaches the under 13 and under 14 academy sides, so bedded in the club. And here's Jackson. Jackson, this is a good opportunity. Can she take it and then shoot? No, but once again, terrific defending. Every time that Suburbs have looked dangerous, the defence have blunted the attack. They did it once more that time through Rebecca Lake. O'Brien with the back heel, looking for Metum. Smith down the line to Buick. Nice touch from Petra Buick. Comes inside, looking down the line for Roche. She turns inside. It's for the crossfield to Morrow, but well read by Rachel Head, I think. And just still not passed. Morrow. Faced by Van Dort. Nice little 1-2 there. Jackson. Some lovely touches, Devon Jackson, in his first 35 minutes. Kendra Smith probably, if he had had her time again on that ball, able to have controlled it and looked to play out.
Let's go, come on!
So, corner for Suburbs. Once again, Metum, Atkins, ball below the goal, and O'Brien just gets that one wrong, heads it back the way it came. Strength by Olivia Page in the middle of the park. Issues again, nice turn. Opens the play out. Atkins. Sees O'Brien in the centre of the goal. Here's Taylor O'Brien. Has Jackson near her at the top of the box. Here is Jackson. Poor touch. Chloe Bellamy should clear that away, but Petra Buick coughs up possession. More pressure now will come from the Suburbs team. Yoshida. Beatham trying really hard to keep this one in. Can't do so. As the ball's skidding off this wet turf at William Green. Plenty of football on today. Straight after this game, it's the Phoenix women will play their very first game at Sky Stadium. First game on home soil. And the Phoenix women are up against Melbourne City. So 2:30 today, historic moment for professional female football in the country. Here comes Jackson. Jackson with a strike. Jackson finds the back of the net.
Running off the ball, PR.
Lovely work off the ball from Taylor O'Brien as well. Just took one of the defenders away. Devon Jackson just tracked across the penalty area, got the ball on her left foot, and her strike too much for Una Foyle. And in the 39th minute, Eastern Suburbs draw level. You can see here Taylor O'Brien just dragging one of the defenders there, putting her in two minds, and Jackson just took it across against Kendra Smith, and straight down the other end, opportunity. Oh, Canterbury just trying to react immediately. Frankie Moreau again. It's creating problems for this Eastern Suburbs defence.
Not bad though, Bex, all right.
But that is the 10th goal of the campaign for Devon Jackson. Sits level now with Kelly Brown. Here's an opportunity, maybe. Petra Buick, can she volley that one? Yes, she does, but gets the angles a bit wrong. Looking at the goal again, you can see Taylor O'Brien just drawing, putting Kendra Smith in two minds.
Well done.
Devon Jackson took the ball across her and opened up the shooting opportunity on her left foot.
Oh, Red,
it was a good strike.
That's wrong, work. All right.
Much like the first goal from Charlotte Roche. Picked her spot. Here are the top goal scorers. Taylor O'Brien leads the way, 5 clear of Bree Johnson, who's having a fantastic season for Auckland United. Kelly Brown there from Northern Rovers. So the top of the goal scoring table being dominated by the strikers from the Auckland teams. Just touching back on the Phoenix women's game this afternoon against Melbourne City. Phoenix looking to improve on their showing from last year. They've had much longer build-up to the season. During last year, they only entered into the competition just a couple of weeks before the competition started, so no real time for coaches to put together a side of any real strength. This year they've had much more to build on, much more to work with. A couple of Ferns coming back, so it should be a lot more competitive, and hoping to improve on that bottom equal finish with Western Sydney Wanderers that they had last year.
That's all right, Charlie, try to watch that line. Very good play, though, well done.
But hopefully the Wellington crowds turn out in big numbers today. Be a great opportunity. And it all leads into the Women's World Cup. It's going to be hosted in New Zealand and in Australia next year. There's another World Cup kicking off pretty soon. The biggest sporting event in the world kicking off tomorrow morning. Qatar versus Ecuador. So much has been written and said about this World Cup. Here's O'Brien. She's onside. O'Brien, can she get a shot away? Just being forced wide there. Good defending from Rebecca Lake. Ball comes back in. And Lara Wall with the block. Eventually out for the goal kick. But yes, the Qatar World Cup starts tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Qatar versus Ecuador. And then in earnest on Tuesday morning, England play Iran at 2 a.m. The Netherlands, one of the favourites, play Senegal at 5 a.m. USA versus Wales at 8 a.m. So get the coffee machine ready. It's going to be a long month. Just a couple of minutes remaining here in the first half. Evenly poised. It's been a good game. Open. Chances at both ends. Certainly hasn't been a one-sided affair. Maybe the positions on the table might have indicated. I think Canterbury have been good for their goals certainly, and good for the even position of the game. Here's O'Brien though. Taylor O'Brien checks inside one. This is a good opportunity. Good save by Foyle. Can Jackson finish it off? Foyle again. Saved off the line. All hands to the pump, and then the strike from Atkins over the top. Took a deflection, out for a corner. Well, they're riding their luck there. This was the best opportunity. You would have thought O'Brien might have tucked that one away. Jackson straight into the keeper's leg. And Kendra Smith did well to get back on the goal line to block the third attempt. Boy, you get the sense that Eastern Suburbs want to go into the break 2-1 up. Here's Jackson. Half cleared. Back to Atkins. O'Brien, here is a good chance. Van Dort to cross. It's the post and goes out for a goal kick. Just trying to sneak that one on Una Foyle's near post. Almost did it. Row. Can't keep it in. It's going to be 1 minute of time added on. We are into that minute now.
Last minute, can we work something?
Yeah, Stephen Hoyle, last minute. They'll get a free kick. No advantage played by the referee. And he comes back.
Last minute. Going back. It's the last minute. Let Amy deliver. Yeah. Hold the box.
They're certainly sending players forward. See Stephen Hoyle. It's the last minute. Get forward. We want to go into the sheds at half time with an advantage. Cleared. Gogan does well. Finlay leaves it short. We've seen her pace already. Can she cut across here? Can she? She's bearing down on goal, and the strike off the side of the boot. Just wanting to angle that one hard and low to the far post.
Let's go.
But it just skipped up on the turf. Unfortunately for her, Rachel Head was making really good progress to get across and block. But that is half time here at William Green Domain. Canterbury United opened the scoring through Charlotte Roche in the 21st minute. Devon Jackson brought Eastern Suburbs level in the 39th. It's been end to end. Both teams have had chances. It's been a good game to watch. And here at half time, all square between Suburbs and the Canterbury Pride. Western Springs, riding high on the table, but Auckland United came out with a stonking performance. Similar to the game we're just watching, Springs, Auckland United, they traded blows for much of the first half. Western Springs trying to play these killer passes in behind the defence. This is a good opportunity for Sofia Garcia. I thought that was the first goal, but the offside flag had gone up on the far side, and straight from the retake, it was Auckland United down the other end. Ruby Nathan getting in behind the defence, squared it across, and Bree Johnson bravely getting in front of the keeper. And Johnson tucks that one away. It was Auckland United 1-0 up at that point. Ruby Nathan was causing all sorts of problems for the Western Springs defence. And they were pressing hard. So it was 1-0 at the break. Second half, the lights came on, and Ruby Nathan with a lovely ball split the defence for the on-running striker. Look at this for a measured pass. Saw the run outside of the foot, gets out, and that was 2-0 to Auckland United, and there was a real upset on the cards at that point in the game. But Western Springs, they're not second on the table for nothing. They came charging back. Garcia with her first. I think that may have been credited as an own goal, but Emma Painenberg hit the second, smashing that one past Riva Fuimaono. And this was the final goal, and it was Garcia, and unfortunately for Fuimaono, the ball finding its way through her legs, and that was the final result. It was 3-2 to Western Springs, coming back from 2 goals down. And yesterday we had Northern Rovers up against Central at McPetridge Park. And this one, as most people were expecting, much more clear cut than the game on Friday night. Northern Rovers peppered the Central defence with crosses. Took a long time to get the first goal though. You can see the crossing. Certainly Talisha Green here with a long range effort off the crossbar. It was the closest they came in these opening stanzas, and then the finish. And that put Northern Rovers 1-0 up. Kelly Brown, easy as you like, gets in behind the defence, and a striker of Kelly Brown's quality won't miss those opportunities. That was 2-0. And the third in off the post. So at this point in the game, Northern Rovers cruising along at 3-0. Central had their moments, tried to muster attacks, but as we've seen all through the season, long-range efforts easily dealt with by the opposition defence. The last goal came through the second half, and it was 4-0, the final scoreline between Rovers and Central. Central still anchored at the bottom of the table without a point to their name. And we'll bring you some of the top goals and the top goal scorers from the National Women's League and the National League being played at the moment. Lovely ball is Prince across the face of goal. Here's a goal. Ball laid into the path of Kennedy Bryant for her second. And that was an absolutely cutting-edge attack from Southern United. Lovely ball in behind the defence. Prince
did the build-up work, and Brian applied the finishing touch.
Atkins swinging this one, and Simon's nowhere, and it's a goal from Taylor O'Brien. Who else? The Eastern Suburbs.
Lovely ball through for Devon Jackson. Has a little shot. Oh, lovely place there by Devon Jackson. Nice little side foot. Pass to Samoa. 2-0 Eastern Suburbs. Enough enthusiastic Eastern Suburbs crowd there tonight.
Bree Johnson now again down this left-hand flank. Ruby Nathan a lot of time to pick her pick a shot.
Number 2 for
Ruby
Nathan. Just curled that round. Any foot unable to get anywhere near that one. She had so much time as well.
O'Brien, lovely bit of work past Jaden Watts inside the box. Taylor O'Brien, and it's a third goal for Nicola Metten. A wonderful bit of work on the right hand side from Taylor O'Brien, and a comfortable finish from Nicole Metten.
It's a complete all-round team that works hard for each other.
Oh, Takeda. Oh! What a great goal by Takeda. Ball in, she cuts on the inside onto her left foot, strikes it perfectly into the top left-hand corner.
Ball in. Far post. Oh, lovely bit of
Oh,
work.
what a goal!
Lara Smith. What a wonderful strike. She can't believe it herself.
Jackson gets a little touch on to Wilfred Carroll, has a shot. Oh! It is a shot and a half. Wilfred Carroll. That's a sucker punch right there for Western Springs. And what a left-footed rocket by Wilfred Carroll.
Wayward pass, Hirano intercepts it on that occasion. Garcia, Hirano now, one-on-one. Here's Hirano. Oh, great footwork. And it's in. And it's a goal from Hirano. Well, thought that one may get away from her, but she did choose to find the back of the net on that occasion. Lena Hirano. A bit of pressure playing off for Western Springs. One-on-one with Ulavili, does well. And on target, what a strike. Petra Buick. Fantastic strike. What a run from the substitute. Thoroughly deserved too. She's been like the star for Canterbury since she's been on. Trying to force things. What a fantastic strike by her. Settle again. Yoshida again. Opens her body up so well. Allows her to play that one first time. A shot from Yoshida. And it's a goal. Michaela Foster could not get to that one. It's Saki Yoshida. The third goal for Eastern Suburbs this afternoon. Well worked goal from Yoshida.
Oh, lovely serve. That's beautiful from Painenberg. And she released the pass. She does to Colby. Best football of the match so far. To the edge of the penalty area. And that is the best goal of the match. And that is superb. Taparu with the finish. But beautifully crafted. And it all started with Emma Painenberg. What a turn in midfield. And releasing Colby. And again, she found a teammate with the cross.
Well, the sun's come out here at William Green Domain, looking at the top goal scorers of the National Women's League so far. Taylor O'Brien leads the way. 5 clear of Bree Johnson from Auckland United. Kelly Brown, we saw in that package with a goal yesterday, sitting on 10 alongside Devon Jackson, her 10th of the campaign today as well. Sophie Garcia on 9, and then a drop down to Rina Hirano from Springs. Juliet Lucas from Suburbs Jess Innes and Pepe Oliver Bell. And you can see again that goal scoring list dominated by the Auckland-based sides, and it's no surprise then to see the Auckland-based team sitting atop the ladder. So looking at the So looking at the highlights of that first half, well, Suburbs had the ball in the back of the net, but the flag on the far side nullified their celebrations. Then great opportunity there for Charlotte Roche. That was a warning shot for Eastern Suburbs. They didn't heed the warning. Shakiogan with that effort over the top. The rains came pelting down. Devin Jackson's been excellent. And excellent through that first 45 minutes. And this was a lovely ball from Petra Buick. Nice touch there from Charlotte Roche. Picks her spot. And that was 1-0. You can see there, sets it up and then just plants that one in the corner. Great finish from the youngster. That was in the 21st minute. Straight away, she got the ball back again. And the touch and volley almost made it 2-0. She knew that Suburbs were going to come back. Got too much firepower. This one, Foyle didn't really deal with, but Taylor O'Brien offside. And then Devin Jackson checks across the last defender and puts the ball right in the corner. Una Foyle, no chance. That made it 1-1, and that is the halftime score. The players are out on the pitch. Riley Greenbury is ready to get us underway. And the second half here at William Green, with Eastern Suburbs now going from left to right. Interesting to see how long whether Canterbury United Pride can start with the same intensity that they started that first 45 minutes. They were very, very good for 20, 25 minutes. The game sort of evened out after that, but if Canterbury can find that intensity, find that effort, doing well here through Lara Wall into the penalty area and wins the first corner straight off the bat. Good run from Lara Wall. Frankie Moreau across to take the corner. Flies middle of the goal. Ball bouncing, still not cleared. Bouncing, cleared off the line and tucked away. Well, it's a melee in the 6-yard box. The Eastern Suburbs players remonstrating with the referee. They're saying there was a push in there. Not sure who scored the goal. I think it might be Chloe Bellamy, number 15. We'll just wait and see. Well, there was a mass of bodies in there. Hopefully on the replay we can see who actually tucked it away. But straight away, Canterbury have started the second half in exactly the manner that they wanted. After a great run from Lara Wall, they won the corner, and defensively, Suburbs didn't really deal with the danger. I think it was Taylor O'Brien who cleared the ball off the line, saved the first shot. Then possibly Chloe Bellamy was there to tuck away the rebound. And a great pass from Yoshida. Bellamy, wide to Wall. Drilled into the penalty area. Kyogen. To McDonald. Moreau, the turn. Let's see the pressure that Canterbury are putting on the Suburbs. The Suburbs as they try and build out. Smith, Moreau, inside. This is Hepburn. Smith, looking to find the opening. Nice switch there. Wall. Hepburn. And that's just a bit wayward from Frankie Moreau. She's again gets it back straight away. Bellamy extricates herself out of a difficult spot, but then just coughs up possession. Big play over the top, and Rebecca Van Dort. This could be handball against the Suburbs defender. The ball was bouncing awkwardly, and you could see Rebecca Van Dort just trying to get her body between the ball and Charlotte Roche. And as it bounced up, it's just struck her on the arm, so it's a direct free kick just outside the edge of the box. Positive signs for the Pride. Referee just pushing the wall back right to the edge of the box. Petra Buick over the ball. As I said previously, hit a couple of screaming goals. We saw one in the highlights in the package at half time. She hits it, hits the wall, cannons off for a corner. And one of the Suburbs players, Nicole Metum, goes down. I think that ball might have struck her on the head. And she needs a bit of attention. So, as I said, plenty of football on. We've got the Phoenix Women, but also Auckland City up against Miramar Rangers. Today, 3 p.m. kickoff, live on Sky Sport 9. Round 8, the penultimate round of the National League, the Men's National League. Auckland City trying to keep pace with Wellington Olympic. Olympic, who had a good win yesterday up against Christchurch United. 6-1, currently lead the table, 19 points. Auckland City currently on 16 points. So, other game on today, Kashmir Technical up against the Phoenix Reserves. 4 p.m. at English Park, that'll be on Sky Sport Next. You can have a look at that. That's Kashmir Tech currently sitting in 6th place. Two spots ahead of the Wellington Phoenix, who sit in 8th. Yes, just touching on the top of the table in the men's competition. Auckland City need to beat Miramar. After Birkenhead won 2-0 against Auckland United yesterday, drew level on 14 points with Auckland United. So they're 2 behind Auckland City, but Auckland City with that game in hand today. So a win today for Auckland City would all but assure them of a place in the final up against Wellington Olympic. And given the way Miramar have been playing in recent times, sitting at bottom of the table, that's probably the most likely outcome. Here's Buick. Buick into the middle of the goal, flicked on at the near post. just blasted clear by, I think that's Devin Jackson. All with the ball. Looking for Roche. Lake wins it. Sends it wide to Donald. Donald sends it even wider to Moreau. Checks inside. It should be a foul. Referee not interested. Looked like Jasmine Donald was just held back there when she turned. She's still on the ground. Here's Frankie Moreau. Eastern Suburbs coming forward with the ball. Here's Taylor O'Brien to Jackson. Emma Wong. Wong. O'Brien wins the corner. And here, Stephen Hoyle applauding his team. He wants more of that. As we've seen every corner, it's the Metham and Atkins show. This time to Atkins, hard and low to that near post area, but that's easy pickings for the Pride. Moreau sees the run of Kyogan in the middle, just holds the ball up and goes down the line. Possibly could have hit that one. Chanced her arm and tried to put Dasha Kyogan away. Good press though, good pressure again. Great work from Wall. Good cover defence there from Olivia Page. But at times, the press from Canterbury is very, very good. I've just picked their moments when Eastern Suburbs not so organised in the build-up. And that'll be offside against Taylor O'Brien. Just hasn't had the opportunities today, O'Brien. It's a bit of a frustrated figure here. At least the rains have stopped. Yoshida. Oh, nice play, tucked inside. Again, Hepburn, as she's done all afternoon. Hepburn and Kyogan have done really, really well in the centre of the park for the Pride. So here is the Canterbury Pride goal. The ball came in, flicked on. You can see the melee just in front of the goalkeeper. And pretty sure, I think maybe that's Whitney Hepburn claiming that. I thought it was Chloe Bellamy, but it might be Whitney Hepburn. Interesting to find out. We'll just see if we can get confirmation of that. Wong with the throw down the line, looking for O'Brien.
Good, Saki. Better wide. Out.
Well, we're just hearing that it is Chloe Bellamy that has been credited with the goal from the officials. So now's an opportunity for the Pride, bursting forward. Good numbers forward. See the red shirts, ball inside. Here's Roche. And could she square it? Petra Buick was screaming for it in the centre of the penalty area. Roche went on her own, and has picked up, won the throw-in, but if she could have just squared that ball, it would have been a simple tap-in for Petra Buick. But another good opportunity, good break, good counter-attack from the Pride. Just looking at that goal, that is Chloe Bellamy's 5th of the season. Jackson now. It's wide to Wong. Back to Jackson. Just overruns the ball. Heavy touch. And Lara Wall, who's having a really good second half. Just nice and composed on the ball, getting forward at every opportunity. Kyogen has got some very good passes as well. The number 20 for the Pride. Looks a very assured midfielder. And looks like a very good athlete as well.
Not yet, not ready.
Interesting to see if through the National Youth League, National Women's League, if any of these players can see them making the step up into the professional ranks and then finding their way into the football ferns. Referee finds a foul in there. Yes, great if this National Women's League can be a stepping stone for the Ferns. The Ferns who had a couple of games against the Korea Republic last week. Lost the first game 1-0. Disappointing result, that one, given the way the game and the dominance of Korea in the game. Korea, you could say, dominated the second game, but at least the Football Ferns found a way to score a goal, something that they've struggled with in recent times. On the Tuesday night, and ended up being a 1-1 draw. Vic Essen with a great save off a penalty to keep the Ferns at 1-1 late in the game. So Christchurch being served up a couple of international football matches. It's been a long time since the Ferns played in Christchurch, so great events for that part of the country. And the Ferns will play the US as a whole bunch of teams want to come down and check out the venues for the Women's World Cup. The US, the first cab off that rank. Portugal as well, looking to come down and get a couple of games against the Ferns. So there will be a feast of women's football for you to watch throughout the first few months of next year. Also the playoff for the last 3 remaining spots of the Women's World Cup have to be made. And Portugal, one of the seeded teams in there, so those games against New Zealand will be their lead-in to that playoff competition. Flags up here for offside. So it'll be a free kick for the Pride. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Canterbury still holding on to that slender 2-1 lead, and a substitution to be made. And it will be Amy Atkins who makes way, and Charlotte Wilford Carroll comes on in her place. Wilford Carroll, more of a central player, so that should result in a bit of a reshuffle. Now here's an opportunity. Jackson, can she get to the ball first? Yes. Jackson lays it back. Yoshida with the strike. Straight into one of the Canterbury players.
Well done, Olivia! Good, you two. Good, Olivia. Saki, great effort. Well done, Dad.
And you can see a double substitution getting prepared there for the Canterbury Pride. Here's the chance. Bang! Ball straight into the stomach or chest. I think it was Whitney Hepburn.
How are you in the body? How are you in the body? You alright? because I want to put you in midfield though, so I know how hard you can work. Okay, yeah, well, you're obviously going to go higher towards the game, you know? Hey, Ted, 8.5.
Heavy touch from Petra Buick. This gives possession back to Suburbs. Good pressure from Bellamy. Roche also battling away. They should win the ball here, Pride, but the referee pulls up Charlotte Roche for a foul. Yeah, the ball played long. Here's O'Brien.
Talk to me.
Ball spun round, and the ball's still bobbling around in that penalty area of Canterbury Pride.
Shape, goalie out!
Here's O'Brien dropping deep to pick up the ball. Now she tries and slips the ball through. There, white shirts there, and it'll be a free kick on the edge of the box for Suburbs. Kendra Smith there committing the foul.
Does Gunny know that she can use you?
Yeah. Gunny, you want the physio? Yeah, go, Luke.
So, Smith needing some attention. You can see the two subs there. So, Eleanor Firth, number 2, coming on, along with Charlotte Mortlock. And we're hearing it's going to be Petra Buick as one of the changes. And Darsha Kyogan potentially the other. But I'd say Alana Gunn wants to find out what the situation with one of her central defenders is. See Alana Gunn there on the left.
Jules.
No. She's saying to, I think, Charlotte Roche, come back just for the moment, just for this free kick, because Smith will be on the sideline when this free kick gets taken. And it is in a very dangerous position. Not sure that's strictly allowed with Alana Gunn going on to with the water bottle. Free kick. Devon Jackson over the ball. 4-man wall. Drilled in. Hits the edge of the wall. Strike wide. Well wide. That time by Suburbs. And Kendra Smith comes back on. Hits the edge of the wall. And the shot flashes across the goal. Yes, it is. Darsha Kyogan coming on.
Keep going, Liz.
And Petra Buick comes off as well. So Firth and Mortlock into the action. Played short. Something they've done all day. Got to give them credit. They're sticking to their guns, trying to play out this Canterbury Pride team. It's not like they're trying to just bomb the ball long, given that they're leading 1-0. Trying to play out from the back.
Good, lad. Yes, very good, wide. Back to the side.
Van Dort pushed into a more midfield position.
Very good, wide.
This is Wong. Inside to Jackson. Good pressure from... And that's a lovely shot and tipped over the crossbar by Una Foyle. Good save from Foyle. It was a long-range effort, and Foyle did really well just to tip that one over the top. It was Ella Finlay with the strike. Met him. Short to Jackson.
Find a way, find a way!
Jackson. Can she open up for a strike? She can, and straight into the arms of Foyle. See what she was trying to do, lift it over the head of Foyle, but couldn't get enough purchase on it.
Yeah, Rachel head.
Bellamy, the goal scorer. Oh, lovely ball. Here's the new player, Mortlock. Mortlock with a shot, blocked. You can see there Kendra Smith just one-on-one marking with Taylor O'Brien.
Do I go back to the corners or not?
Yes, no, let's go, let's have a go. You and Nicole, you and Devon up top.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, Joe, get Nicole and Devon up top, you go pick up.
There's a chance for Roche. Roche sends that one high into the air. This will be awkward. Just goes over the crossbar. If that had come down on the right side of the crossbar for the Pride, that would have been very difficult for Brooke Bennett. And now a double substitution for Eastern Suburbs. There's Saki Yoshida to come off in place of Juliet Lucas. And Nicole Metum. Her day is done, and on comes Nicole Cooper. So Lucas the number 9, Cooper the number 19.
Good. Tay, more that way though when we can. 25. Lots of time. Big 25, there'll be more. Come on, White.
Mortlock there with the header.
Good start, sharp. Fill the spaces, Joe, that you leave.
Clifford Carroll. See the change. Clifford Carroll's in it right back. See Taylor O'Brien is dropping deep. And that's pulling Kendra Smith out of the defensive line
Whenever we can, get Tay on as an 8.5, 10. Sharp, protect the
Canterbury
middle.
Pride. It's a tactic that's worked well throughout the afternoon. Taylor O'Brien much less influential than we've seen her in recent weeks. As I said, scored in her last 5 games. Scored 2 last weekend. Currently, I can't even remember Taylor O'Brien here on the ball having a shot. That's how good a job that the Pride have done in holding her up. There's Wilfred Carroll.
Yeah.
Finlay. That's good football from Suburbs. Nicely played, beautiful from Suburbs. Here's Cooper. Cooper wins the corner.
Well done, White. Rach, good bravery, well done.
It's one of the best moves that Suburbs have put together all afternoon. There's a lovely interplay here. Little ball in, first time ball back. Now ball around the corner. Third man run. And Nicole Cooper possibly could have, first touch took her too wide and allowed the Canterbury Pride player to get across and put a block in. Devon Jackson with the corner. Jackson sends it to the penalty spot. Now it's bouncing around. Now it's bouncing. Can they get it away? They do. Scramble clear by the Pride. Good work from Rebecca Lake. Here's O'Brien. Emma Wong right there with her, but can't be used. And that'll be a foul. Shoved by O'Brien. This was the previous corner. Headed back into the mix. And then O'Brien and Olivia Page trying to scramble in much the same way that the Pride second goal was. They were trying to scramble that one over the line. Wilfred Carroll sends it wide. Here's Devon Jackson. Can she find her spot? Looks to play it inside, and Una Foyle dives on it gratefully. Well, Jackson had the opportunity there. Looked like there was a gap on the far post. Could have hit it across the keeper. Here is that chance for Devon Jackson. She had Juliet Lucas inside, and that was the ball she was trying to play. But intercepted.
Higher, Olivia, higher. Next one, Liv, it's okay. Next one, come on, come on. Liv, see if you be right on that last line, higher and wider. Good recovery, though, well done.
Wall.
Yes, Ella. And again, don't let it
Charlotte Roche hasn't been as influential either in the second half. Had more opportunities in the first 45 minutes as Charlotte Roche. Number 6 there in the centre of your screen. But this is the area of the field where Canterbury want the game to be played. Here's an opportunity. Ball sent over the top. Jackson up against the impressive Lara Wall. Hearing there might be another couple of substitutions coming for the Pride. Ball slipped to the edge of the box. Bellamy to Mortlock. Ooh, possession coughed up. Cooper does really well. Can she find a teammate? Cooper. And the cover defence. Well, you got to give credit to the Pride. They are working incredibly hard in defence. See players streaming back from further upfield just to get any more bodies in the box, make it more difficult for Suburbs. Great work from Nicole Cooper. The cross just took a little bit of a deflection off a Canterbury Pride player. And here is that double substitution. It'll be Charlotte Roche, who opened the scoring this afternoon in the 21st minute. She will make way for Brittany Lee Nicholson, and Frankie Moreau is substituted by Lisa Evans. Looks like a straight swap for Evans, heading over to that right wing position. Nicholson heading up front. So straight swap for Roche.
Right idea, Bags. Switch.
The game just
Shift when we can.
meandering somewhat.
Tidy, next one.
Here's a chance, opportunity. Numbers forward again for Pride. Onside, but
That's okay, hey. Tidy up.
Lisa Evans couldn't stretch far enough just to drag that ball in. Well, just over 10 minutes to go. If this scoreline stays, it's going to be the first time that this Suburb side have lost a league game since way back on August the 19th when they lost 2-1 to Western Springs. Since then, they've obviously gone 10 games unbeaten in the league, in the National Women's League, and a couple of Northern Premier League games as well. So it's been a long, long winning streak for Eastern Suburbs. As I say, still 12 minutes to go, but not a position that they're very accustomed to being in. And then looking ahead to their games left in this National Women's League, Eastern Suburbs, of course, have already qualified for the final of the National Women's League. That will be played on December the 18th. I think that'll probably be played at Eastern Suburbs home ground. Well, Madills Farm's out. We've seen from our pictures in the halftime interval, the council have sprayed the turf there and the ground there, and all the grass has died. So that's pretty much unplayable for the rest of the season. So it might be played out somewhere like River Hills. But the remaining games for Eastern Suburbs, they play Northern Rovers next week in round 12 against Southern United. And Southern United have hit a really good vein of form. Probably the best of the non-Auckland teams. And they finish off with a game against Western Springs, and somewhat ironically, it is more than likely that it'll be round 14 against Western Springs, and then they'll back that up against Western Springs again in the final on December the 18th. Western Springs just need a point to be assured of their position in the final. Frustration from O'Brien. It hasn't been her afternoon. And looking at Canterbury Pride, they play Auckland United, Northern Rovers, and finish the season with a game against Capital. Ball delivered straight down the throat of Brooke Bennett. So into the final 10 minutes here. Game hanging in the balance. Canterbury currently with their noses in front, keeping the ball down the Eastern Suburbs end of the field. Finley and Olivia Page just trying to extricate themselves from this tight area. Canterbury throw. Taylor O'Brien was a New Zealand under-20 player, went to a under-20 World Cup, Taylor O'Brien in Canada in 2014. A few years ago, that was a World Cup where Katie Bowen was the captain of the New Zealand team for that World Cup. There's Page battling away. Here's O'Brien again. Page wins out with the ball. You can see just the attitude and effort from the Pride players, especially in the middle of the park. There's no space there for Suburbs. And that's an area of the field where previously throughout the season, they've dominated games, they've been allowed to pass the ball through that midfield area. Well, Alana Gunn's got her tactics just right here this afternoon. They've blocked any avenue there. You can hear Stephen Hawes saying, switch it out, switch it out. And he wants his team to play a little bit more expansively, because at the moment they're just getting throttled. Anything that hits that central area of the park, second phase, is falling to a red shirt.
When we can, Ella, when we can. Don't rush it.
Jackson. And she gets something going. Nice run from Jackson. Two in the box to aim for. And it goes behind O'Brien.
Hey, Rebecca. 4. Ella, go in. Charlotte, 1-6.
Better from Suburbs, but As we've seen the whole afternoon, it's that final ball that's killing them.
In front of these two, I want 2 8s in Ella and Taylor.
This is a good opportunity. This is a good place to cross the ball from, right on the 18-yard edge of the 18-yard box. It's only a short little pass into the box. Difficult for defenders to react quickly, as opposed to a ball that's coming right from the sideline.
Good.
Mortlock heading in the wrong direction. Getting forced back by Jackson. Goes all the way back to a keeper. Well done from Charlotte Mortlock.
We're a 4 now, Luke, so you'll have to protect a bit.
Foyle. Now comes the pressure. And they've won the ball. Jackson. Great opportunity for Jackson. And here's a chance, and the ball skied over the crossbar by Juliet Lucas.
Nicole!
Well,
Diamond,
if you wanted to see an example of a high press working, here it is. Una Foyle getting it a bit of a mix-up. Kendra Smith giving up possession.
Yes.
And Devin Jackson just putting it on a plate for Juliet Lucas. And she'll be bitterly disappointed with that finish.
Yeah, get out there, Nick.
It was bouncing a little bit, but probably should have just tucked that into the far corner.
Yeah, let's go. Live. Nick, you was a 10, eh?
A little bit more urgency in the voice of Stephen Hoyle there. Had a good chat with him before the game. Stephen Hoyle enjoying life at Eastern Suburbs.
Good, Taylor. Good, Liv. Next one. Keep working.
Just really pleased with the way his side have performed this season.
Yeah, if you can't get to the 8, then
So pleased with the way the
the
program at Eastern Suburbs.
Have a go.
Here's Lara Wall,
Time back.
flicked on by Paige.
Move, 8. Gotta get you on the ball, 8 inside.
Dort. Tucked
The right
inside.
idea, Nicole. Welcome.
Oh, dangerous play there from Rebecca Lake. But she does really well to come away with possession.
Very good, Taylor.
Taylor's won it back though. Taylor O'Brien. Oh, and that's a good ball looking for Jackson, and across
Well done. Give your
comes Smith.
Let's go, Wayne. Come on, Red. Time, Livy, deliver.
So Suburbs really pushing here.
10. Midfielders.
Wilfred Carroll. Van Dort.
Yeah.
Slipped inside.
Very good,
Foyle's got to come for that. Does well.
Keep playing.
Dives at the feet of Nicole Cooper.
Keep playing.
Cooper's looked lively since she's come on. Just playing in a somewhat number 10 role. And working hard, the number 19 there in your shot. Working hard to get in the penalty area and try and be a threat in behind for those passes from O'Brien.
Be available, Liv. Good.
Wilfred Carroll
Ace, where are
gets a
you?
return.
Good take. Yes. Great ball. Drive,
Spins it
Liv,
wide.
drive, Liv.
Page knocks the ball outside. Wall goes for the gets it herself.
Foul against us on Liv. How's that not a foul?
Good physicality. And Wilfred Carroll hits it, but not enough power there to trouble the Canterbury Pride keeper. Yeah, good work from Olivia Page. It's possibly not the best option that time on the substitute. Again, the Pride persist with this build-up. Gets them to this sort of area. Can they get forward again? Well, Rachel Head says no to that.
That's all right. Get in, shiver in. Good, Dab. Next one. Keep it active, White.
Neely Nicholson sprints after that, but calmly done by Brooke Bennett. Head.
That's all right. Keep trying to
It's
play
wasted
through, girls.
possession
You've got
at
time.
this time of the game. Just a couple of minutes to go.
Keep trying to play through. There's time. Get us ace on the ball. Get us ace and the 10 on the ball. Yeah, you've got numbers inside now, Shark. Get them on the ball.
Wall to take the throw. Una Foyles made some really good saves this afternoon. Probably thought she was going to be tested more, but I think her defence has done a really good job of keeping the much vaunted attack of Eastern Suburbs at bay, especially this player. He's been pretty much man-on-man marked all afternoon, Taylor O'Brien. Here's Jackson, scored one already. Can she get her 11th of the season? She's got into double figures already, looking to open up a shooting angle on her favoured left foot. Cooper delivers. Oh, not cleared. And that time Wilfred Carroll stretching for the volley. Can't keep it on target. See the referee there having a quick look at his watch.
Yeah, come out,
There's a
Livy,
minute
come
to
out.
go
Take,
of
Livy,
regulation
come out.
time.
Good take.
Probably need the ball inside there. At the time, Jasmine Donald. In a play like that, you get crowded out by the sideline. It's Paige. Paige just knocks it across to Vin Dawn.
That's what we agreed before.
Have you put it up yet or no?
No, it's
Donald tackles.
30 seconds.
Eleanor Firth. Bellamy strike, and ball's wide. Bennett grabs it. She knows there's very little time remaining.
Come on, Liv. Can you live? Can you live?
O'Brien looking for Jackson, and that's a great intervention from Wall. Goes again, wins possession, and then sets Lisa Evans off. Can she rail this one in? No, the ball's just rolling away with the slope here on William Green Domain. Now Evans has got a long run back. Suburbs pushing on, looking for that equaliser.
Last 5 wide, be brave.
Can they hold on to possession? Looking for the long ball over the top.
Good. Time. Find the next one. Good. Ella, join in, Ella, stay in. Good, Tay, you're in, Tay.
Jackson checks inside. Oof, it's a solid blow.
Good, Olivia.
Good tackling. Mortlock.
Next one. Work. Good. Hey, you got 5 minutes, White. This is your time to be brave. Commit them numbers forward. Well done, Liv. Last 5.
It's going to be 5 minutes of time to be added on. So, looks like we've had almost 1.5 minutes of those. So, the clock's certainly the enemy for Eastern Suburbs. That's a foul from Wilfred Carroll. Unceremoniously dumps Charlotte Mortlock to the turf. Right under the watchful gaze of Stephen Hoyle there. Having a little chat.
Big forward.
The fourth official, Samuel Clement. Lake will deliver this. Not too many red shirts forward, as you'd expect. Canterbury Pride happy just to keep their arsenal in reserve at this stage of the game, leading 2-1. This will be a great victory for them. And a deserved victory as well.
Tidy passes though. Side foot, tidy
Poor
back.
pass,
Come on.
gives up possession again. That just winds the clock.
Tidy, hey, don't rush, but just commit numbers, be brave. Quality, one quality one, come on.
See, here's Stephen Hoyle saying, don't rush it, but just commit numbers forward. It's a good, good turn by Taylor O'Brien. This is an opportunity building.
Go on,
Lucas knocks it wide to Wong. Wong inside to Cooper.
Very good, Nicole.
Be close to the last attack for Eastern Suburbs. Head comes forward. Across to Page. Comes inside. Little 1-2 there. Now the ball's in the penalty area.
Good try, wide.
Can Canterbury get it away? Yes, just dropped onto the foot and booted clear. Heavy touch from Stephen Hoyle.
Last few, keep pushing.
Too much coaching, not enough playing.
Last two, keep pushing. Go, Brookie, you can drive it and go long. Yeah.
Bennett
You're in.
bombs it long.
It's all right, Liv, keep working. You've got to get there for me. Rachel's underneath.
Kept in by Page.
Good, break. Yes, Taylor's in.
Still good effort and defensive attitude from the Pride, but you can see they're starting to tire. Taylor O'Brien keeps it in. Rebecca Lake getting across. Gets her body in the way. Does well, does Lake.
Come on, Liv.
It's an important intervention because that ball was heading into the 6-yard box. And now it's a long ball over the top for Bellamy. She's going to reel this one in. There's a player on the inside. Bellamy plays it inside. Great save by Bennett. Wonderful save by Brooke Bennett. Terrific counter-attack by Canterbury.
In behind if we can. One more.
Superb play that time by Chloe Bellamy, and now the ball just bombed into the corner to waste a bit of time. See Bennett races to get the ball. This was probably the move of the afternoon. Great run from Bellamy. Left foot ball across. Great touch in there from Nicholson. And a wonderful, wonderful save. Deserved the goal. Deserved to put the icing on the cake, but not to be. And there is the final whistle. The arms go up in the air by the Pride players. They've claimed the scalp of the league leaders, and they've done it in some style. They dominated the game in the early stages. They got the goal from Charlotte Roche. Suburbs, as you'd expect, came back through Devon Jackson. It was 1-1 at half-time. Then straight after the break, it was Chloe Bellamy who just bundled the ball over the goal line from a corner. And Canterbury United did enough to hang on, and they hang on quite comfortably. And in the end, they've won this one 2-1. So the players shaking hands. See Alana Gunn heading over to congratulate the officials. She has had a good afternoon, the Canterbury United Pride coach. So a wrap-up of the games in the round. Springs 3-2 over Auckland United, coming back from 2 goals down on Friday night. Yesterday it was Southern United and Capital. Good result for Capital there because Southern United have been decent over the last weeks. 1-1. Northern Rovers easy over Central Football 4-0. And then today, Canterbury United with the upset of the round. They have prevailed 2-1 over league leaders Eastern Suburbs. And the table looks like this now. Eastern Suburbs lose their perfect record, but still well out in front with 3 games remaining. Western Springs are in prime position to take that second final spot. And at the other end of the table, Auckland United and Capital Football well clear of Central Football, who have yet to win a point. So that'll be a nice happy huddle there from the Pride players. These are results so far from round 8 of the men's national competition. Wellington Olympics 7-1 over Christchurch United. Absolute pasting for Paul Eiffel's side, and Wellington Olympic showing their credentials again for the top spot in the National Men's League. Birkenhead with a gutsy 2-0 victory over Auckland United at Shepherds Park yesterday. And Melville United, all the goals in the first half, they have prevailed 4-3 over Napier City Rovers. And so fixtures coming up today, right here on Sky Sport 9, is Auckland City against Miramar Rangers. Kicks off at 3 p.m. from Kiwitea Street, and at 4 o'clock from English Park on Sky Sport Next, it's Kashmir Technical up against the Phoenix Reserves. And the current competition ladder for the National League Championship, Olympic up top. Auckland City can draw level if they win this afternoon. Birkenhead and Auckland United now just 2 points clear. They'll be hoping that Miramar Rangers can do an amazing upset and bring them back into contention to overtake Auckland City. And Melville continue on their winning ways. They've moved quickly up the table. They were bottom a few weeks ago. They're on a terrific run with that 4-3 win yesterday, and they find themselves in solid mid-table. The bottom of the competition, Miramar, prop up the table with just the 4 points. So from William Green Domain, it's been a good afternoon of football. The rain has played its part at times this afternoon, but it's been the Canterbury United pride who have won the spoils. So we'll leave you from William Green Domain and look forward to seeing you at some other time for this National Women's Competition. Good afternoon.